Streaming. All right. I think now, yes, now it's good. Let me send this over to the fourth workspace. I think this is the new one all the way on the left. I don't want to delete the one that isn't the new one. All right. No, I have no good way of testing this. Someone's just going to need to say something, and then I'll know which ones are which. So today I was going to work on... Wow, those dishes are loud. Today I was going to work on fixing... Or I was going to work on setting some stuff up, but then I noticed that the Rust thing is a little bit broken with my new LSP setup paradigm thing here. And so I want to solve this, because if I solve this, then I can solve all the problems that are going to show up in the future with this kind of thing. So yeah, having never programmed in Rust is making this somewhat difficult. Anyway, so I have this root pattern guy here, and I'm starting this in my init file. So I just want to start it up and just get it working, right? Like just do it however, it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a directory here. Make dir rust test. cd into rust test. Now it says to start this thing, we have a root pattern, so we're going to make, well, I don't know if these, no, they're definitely not directory, so we're going to do touch. I think it should be for any of these. If you look over here and you can see any of these, like cargo.toml, rust project, whatever. And so if we do touch rust project in here, and then if I open up t.rs, ts of course, t.rs. See, I don't have an active Rust client. Now, I do have the Rust Analyzer installed. I do have it installed. I don't know why it's not starting. So now I kind of know why it's not starting, because if I do lsp start, it tells me failed matching root directory was not detected. So that's a little bit confusing. Okay, it's this one. All right, let me close down this one. I'm also streaming on Twitch, so I'll probably try and read the Twitch chats as well. Hi again, what's up? Yeah, I just watched you go live through Twitch. Oh, yeah. Cargo.toml. Okay, I'm going to try cargo.toml, but it seems to not matter. It seems to not matter. Yeah, we're working on the new color scheme. I was going to do a color scheme stream at some point, but now everything's broken with Rust. I got to fix it. Early stream. Yeah. I'm going to try to stream earlier on some days. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming with this because I got to get it working before I can like make the official series on setting all this stuff up. Anyway, so we have this capital cargo.toml. Someone was like cargo.toml, whatever, we do that. Okay, who cares? Then we come back in here, we do this. We never had it in there anyway. We'll touch cargo.toml. Okay, and now we'll do this, and you'll notice it's still not there. And if I do lsp start, it says failed matching root directory not detected. So maybe I need a .git. So let's make dir.git, because that's the only one of these that's an actual directory, right? Whoops. All right, so now we have that. So now let's do this. Still not there. And it tells me the root directory is not detected. Do we have any geniuses that know what might be wrong with this? Hey, what's up, bright young man? What's up, Webum? LunarVim setup helped me a lot. Cool. Hopefully it'll continue to help people. Now everyone can help me fix Rust. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? What's up, Merrick? Don't really use LunarVim, but it's interesting. LunarVim. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Use LunarVim, not LunarVim. Yeah, I think LunarVim is useful in different ways. It can be useful, like you can actually use it, or you could just use it as documentation for how to do like weird stuff that probably a lot of people come across. So anyway, yeah, I mean, so imagine getting rid of this, right? So then we get rid of that. Don't really need to get rid of that, but we get rid of that too. And then we go back and, whoops, we go back and we open this up again and still no LSP client. And then we do LSP is start, and it doesn't have that, right? So that's odd. The other thing I'm going to try now is I'm going to try the Rust tool. What is this thing? Oh yeah, I've noticed that this was becoming an issue with bar. Might actually get me to not use bar anymore. Let's see if it continues to be a pain in the ass. Or it could be a thing with MVim tree, or it could be a thing with lazy loading. These are the kind of kinks that we gotta like kind of work out. Let's get rid of this. No, let's not get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. All right. Maybe I gotta create the file. So like if I do touch t.r, whatever, r.rs, and if I open that up. Ah, so now it does read it and the Rust analyzer started, but it can't start unless that file actually already existed. So I don't even know what would be in this because I don't know enough about that. So that's interesting. So I created it and now it's like, okay, failed to discover a workspace. Rust analyzer failed to discover a workspace. So you need a Rust project.json. How do I get a simple Rust project.json? Does anyone know, or is there a way to like configure that? Does anyone know what to put in there? I don't have a root there and it works. Rust LSP, I mean. Yeah, it looks like that was the issue. I think I have Emmet. We have Emmet. Or at least we should. What if I just remove cargo? And then if I open up this. It says this failed to discover workspace. What goes in a workspace? Like what has to be there? Do you know if there's any way for Barbar to manage actual MVim tabs instead of buffers? Nah, I think people kind of just use them as those. Cargo new app? Okay, thank you. I know nothing about Rust, by the way. Cargo create, cargo new app. Let's try cargo new app first. Cargo new, what the hell was it? How you spell this? New app? Okay, new app. Okay. All right, there we go. So now we got file not included in module tree. I guess I have to be in the app, huh? Oh, and you get the source and everything. Look at that. Okay, so now Rust Analyzer works with this. That's good. That's a good start. So now if I do like print, shouldn't I be getting something? Shouldn't I be getting like some sort of LSP situation here? Like I'm getting diagnostics, but okay, here we go. Print ln, blah, blah, blah. There we go. It just, I guess, took a second. So, okay, so we do get print. We get all the diagnostic. Rust works in the basic sense of Rust working. That's good. I've never used Rust before, so you can't bully me too much here. I really want your wallpaper. Can you share it on Discord? It's someone in my wallpapers thing, the directory on my GitHub, or repo on my GitHub. Hey, when I use LunarVim and Dart, I don't get syntax highlighting. Dart, that might be a tree sitter issue. Is it raining? Yeah, the new mic is too good. Cargo new project name. Okay. Can you put LSP do you mean priority? Yes, I can. That's what I'm doing. Hey, when I hope. Hey, when I use LunarVim and Dart, I don't get syntax highlighting. What should I do? Did you just ask this? So the rain is relaxing. Maybe I'll just get one of those. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna like just start like a thing in the background, like whatever. Like one of those like ASMR things or whatever, and I'll just put rain in the background so that when I'm sitting here screaming and freaking out at NeoVim, it can be somewhat relaxing. Let's see. Hey, when I use LunarVim and yeah, I already answered that. I think I would try reaching out to Tree Sitter, but I'm not sure. I'll look into Dart one day. It's hard to. I'm gonna have to touch like every single language to get this thing working, and I've never used Rust before. Can't seem to make Emmet work in HTMLs. Can you show it, please? I guess so. Let's see. Thing.html. Thing. Or no. Div.thing. Look at that. It works. Now make sure you do this though. LSP install. Oh no. You don't do LSP install Emmet because that doesn't exist. I don't know why they haven't bundled that. But what you do, damn it. Damn it. What you need to do is just npm install init.ls, like that. And that should work for you. Now, I'm gonna get back to Rust. This is not a Dart. This is not time for Dart. This is not time for init.ls. This is time to fix Rust. So now if I go to plugins, something that I expect that I actually don't get very often is that I want this config to actually happen, because I feel like it doesn't always happen. So if I change this to config here, what I want is like, all right, let's get rid of all this, or let's actually take all this because we know it works. And let's jump over here and put that there, and then we'll do one of those, and then there you go. So what I want to happen now, I'm going to need to Packer compile this. This stupid thing is driving me nuts too. I don't know what that is. All right, we'll save this. No, actually, we're going to comment that out, and we'll come back over here, and then we'll do main, no active LSP client. So, okay, but that could be because, did I do Packer compile? So you would have expected that to start up, but now, okay, so now let's do this. We'll change the file type here, and we'll make sure. Now, this is not with Rust tools and everything. I understand I'm not using Rust tools, but even still. Okay. So what I need to happen, because I'm going to put all the Rust tools and stuff in this config, but what I need to happen is I need this to be called. Now, I can take... Okay, well, wait a second. Maybe my issue before... Maybe I don't need... Well, okay. Let's start with this. Let's start with taking this thing, because there's a couple different ways to do this. Let's take this thing, and then let's go back into FT plugin, and then go into Rust, jump to the bottom, paste this in here, do one of those, and then come back over here, and then this, and then open it back up. And now we have Rust Analyzer. See? So if I do like print ln, blah, 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 okay, the things, expected a semicolon, put a semicolon. Can we format? Oh, it's even got formatting. So, but okay, so that's basic Rust support. But fancy people want Rust tools. Let me go into chat really fast. Tree Sitter have Dart Sync HL though. I don't know what the issue with that is. I disabled RNVim R for speed reasons. I'm pretty sure you can turn it back on though. All right, 1 second. Anyone else changed from AUR NeoVim Git to Community NeoVim once that came out? I don't know if I've changed yet. I probably should, just for reasons, but I don't think I've done that yet. To be honest, Rust Tools looks nice, but I really only needed inlay hints, which I get from something else, and LSP can move to other modules and stuff. Yeah, what do you get from Rust Tools? I mean, I'm assuming you get a good amount, because it looks like you got hints here. All right, this is annoying. But whatever. Okay, you got hints here, hover with actions. Like, I can hover, but I guess I don't get hover with actions, right? Rust it does look like a handsome language, I will say that. I've never done anything with it. But I don't know what I would do with it anyway. Anyway, so how do you make this work? All right, so you might be asking me, why don't I just do the same thing? And that probably would be a good question, but the reason for that is that if I go like this, and then if we go like this, jump to the top, uncomment all this nonsense, save it, come down here, make sure that we are pointing to the correct server. I don't think there's anything else important right there. The TOML thing, yeah, we're going to use our comment on attach so that we get things like this. Now, if I come over here and I do this and then I open this up, wait a second, did it really just start and just work? How do I know if Rust Tools is active? Nah, there's trickery happening here. This didn't work earlier. All right, Brave, I get it. I get it. I should not have signed. I got to figure out how to get ads less often. All right, we get rid of this. We do this. Is this really working? Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's so far so good. Now, I think I know why it's working and what the issue was before. So let's see. If we jump... That's pissing me off. I got to solve that too, because that will drive me to insanity. Now, is it this? No, this definitely is not the... So what the hell does this config thing do? If it doesn't actually run, because you just saw that it didn't happen, right? I guess it's got to happen once the Rust tools thing's loaded, but that must be loaded. Anyway, whatever. If I get rid of this, and I get rid of that, and I get rid of this, and then we have this, we don't need an event, and we just say that this thing turns on when there's a Rust file. That's what I want. Okay, 1 second. Packer install. Okay, Packer compile. Where am I? Is there any way, does anyone know how I can check that that Rust tools is working? The dashboard is no longer? The dashboard is still longer. The dashboard's here. Who's texting me? Was that even a text? Yes, it was. Wow, a picture of a cat. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, get out of here. Because I know with my new mic that can be heard. So it is really nice if you specifically only use Rust and want a bunch of utilities without other plugins, but generally at this point I have plugins that overlap with Rust tools, so I don't need it anymore. Okay, interesting. I guess if you make a test module and try using Rust tools, runnable. Okay, there's a runnable, there's some sort of things. Rust tools installs from your package manager, not... okay. I have a simple Rust ls config and Rust analyzer LSP install. Yeah. Now... yeah, the package manager for LunarVim installs Rust tools though, right? I was missing LSP tab, shows preview of snippet. Can I make it complete instead of previewing a snippet? Are you using LunarVim or are you using your own thing? You can toggle 1 to 5 ads per hour. Yeah, let me, 1 second. All right, I'm not even going to do this right now. Well, is it really easy to do right now? I don't want to like somehow show like any of my cryptocurrency balances other than like $2 that I have right there. Let's see, I have simple Rust ls config and Rust analyzer from LSP install. Okay, yeah, I need to do that. Also, there's a bug with the color scheme, which I don't know how to fix. Basically, the editor color changes when you search for a file with Telescope and then open it. Really? Hold up. All right, 1 second. Is that true? All right, so let's take a look. Search for a file, Lua. Oh, wait, did I leave? I don't even know if I left. Let's do search file, Lua. Oh yeah, it just left me on that one. I can't even search. What the hell is happening with... All right, hold up. There could be a problem with LSP config. No, because it's already here. It's already installed. Where's barbar? So I think barbar is the thing complaining. Event buff read. Let's just see if we can load it automatically and maybe it'll stop complaining about stuff. Okay. Packer install. Yes. Sure. Okay. Let's do search for a file and we'll just this one. I don't seem to be having that issue. It looks like this for now is not annoying me, which is nice, but once I start typing it usually becomes an issue. Anyway, there was this Rust stuff. Yeah, let me go look in Rust Lua, blah, blah, blah. What do we got? What's the thing? Oh, do they automatically set all this nonsense? But I should have what? Rust. Are these things from Rust tools? Does anyone know? I don't know why LSP telescope in the dashboard stopped working after last commit. All right, I'll check that. Are you guys running master? Everyone, well, not that stable's super stable right now, but it's pretty stable. It'll be really stable after I push this and fix Rust. One said runnable, so you think so? Okay. Get out of here. Rust. Which one says runnable? Oh, there's more. Yeah, runnables, run. Does it do something if I do this? Oh, hello world, look at that. That's kind of cool. I think that works then. I think that's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push... No. I'm going to... Oh, you know what I can do? I keep forgetting that I... Well... All right, you're annoying me. So what I can do, again, is I can do it from in here. I can do lazy git, which is nice. Because now my config is decoupled from everything else. So that doesn't need to change. This, I had to comment this out because... Do I have the newest thing? Okay, good. I had to comment this out because it kept pulling in the rocks and that was taking a long time. I'm going to sort that out later. Because for snap, yeah, if it's not active, I'm wondering why it pulls down the rock. I don't know. Let's see. This is that. We don't need that. And then what do we have here? Rust tools. Do we need this anymore? I don't think we need that anymore. So I think it's just, that doesn't really have anything to do with anything. Someone was complaining about this not working. What the hell did I change to make it work? It looks like it's working for me. What was the issue? Do you use Fterm or Floatterm? I'm planning on it in the future. I just don't have the time to like explore that plugin right now because I'm trying to work on getting everything working. I don't know why LSP and dashboard somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. What's up from Uzbekistan? Thank you for your work on LunarVim. No problem. The thing for tab right, yeah, that's driving me nuts. I have a presentation on Vim and NeoVim at the Ruby ATL meetup. Awesome. Oh, you gave a presentation. Awesome. What's Lua Rocks? Lua Rocks is like a package manager for Lua, but it's like built into Packer and it's like this whole thing. I don't think you can put links in here, can you? No, you just install Rust from Rust Up and the tools come with it. Rust Up. Yeah, I have Rust. I don't know if anyone else can confirm that color scheme bug. Hop highlighting? Yeah, hop highlighting seems to be very ass right now. I'm going to have to fix that. I don't know why that's... It's going to be something that's going to have to go into the color scheme. I'm pretty sure there's like a thing for it. All right, someone was complaining that the Rust thing wasn't working, and out of my own ignorance, Rust wasn't working. But that's because I never claimed to know how Rust even worked. So... I sat here and I was just like, before the stream, and I was like, how the hell does any of this shit work? I didn't know there was like, you could do cargo things or whatever fancy stuff Rust has built in. Yeah, this just works. All right. I still think this thing is cool. I don't know what else it does. Hints? I don't know enough Rust to where it could give me useful hints. I would just write probably a lot of trash. It's got the FMT. You can FMT range. Hover actions. Okay, let's try that again. Is that the same thing that I get when I do this? That should override that, I feel like, in the future. But I don't care enough about that right now. Hey, what's up? Mr. Juan B. Found a hack fix if someone's interested in hop. Could you put in an issue for that and then see if you can put in your hack fix, maybe even in a PR or something like that? Last commits for Rust works for me. That's good. I fetched your LunarVim project. Compared to SpaceVim, most people preferred. Oh, did you show LunarVim? In the thing? Because that'd be really cool. Like in the presentation. SpaceVim is obsolete. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not trying to be mean. As it stands, SpaceVim is easily obsolete. Even LunarVim with its issues, and even a few other configs kind of makes SpaceVim obsolete at this point. There's really no reason to use that, right? I can see some people saying that they need Vim, like vanilla Vim for reasons, you know what I mean? Like that makes sense because Vim's like installed in things. So like, okay, you stick with Vim script and you just keep a couple plugins, whatever. That's your flow. That's fine. SpaceVim, there's no need for it. I just don't understand. It's slow as all hell and it's bloated and it's a mess. It's unfortunate. It's fine, but it's like a lot of cool development, I'm sure, went into it. I'm using the approach of initializing LSP and FT plugin for my own Vim config. It's great, but suddenly LSP does not attach and start when opening up a new file type. Depends what file type. Literally forced everyone I know to use LunarVim plus NeoVim. Perfect. That's good. We're trying to build a community here. And you guys can yell at me during streams. I'll stream, pretty often, and then everyone can just tell me their problems. And we can all just cry about this stuff together. So now if we do, okay, this is in here, so this isn't really an app. Okay, goodbye Rust. We will likely never do anything like that again. NVim Chad was another one I was looking at too, NV Chad or something like that. That one's interesting. They got a lot of their tips and stuff like that from someone named Elvania or something like that. I think they might develop on actual NeoVim, but I'm not sure. Oh, you put a link in here. Interesting. So do you use Rust tools or no? Oh yeah, use can do multiple packages, by the way. And so what I was thinking is this. In LV, where's anything? In LV config, what you could do, and this might even be trivial. Where the hell am I? In LV config, what you could do is say like plugin, like just define like a plugins list here or whatever, like hop and all this kind of different stuff, and then just do it like the same exact way, and then do stuff like like the lazy load thing you would do, like command equals blah blah blah, right? And then this whole thing, right, like this whole list could then be like transplanted into plugins like here, right? Like you could do this all in like one big use or whatever, right? Like all the extra ones at least that someone wants to put in for themselves, and like have their own config and point to all different kinds of stuff. And then you could just like, it would just be like boom and just stuck in here, and then with like a big use in front of it, right? And then it would be like these other things. So like, I mean, obviously this is not what that would look like, but you understand what I'm talking about. So that's something that I'm planning for LunarVim 1.0. But until then, this isn't a terrible way of doing it. I mean, it's just fine. It's not the end of the world. These are all the ones that I have true to see. Just to test them and make sure that they work. Let's see. eslua and Go. They all work. Oh, okay. Mr. Juan B, I know your problem. So FT plugin, TJ may have lied to me during his stream, because I asked him during the stream, I was like, when are we going to have file type plugins in Lua? And he said we already have that. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't him telling the truth. But he gets a pass because he also wrote an extremely useful plugin called Astronauta, right? See this one right here? And so you got to pull this guy in if you want that to work. You just have to pull it in. No other special, ceremony or nonsense. Just pull this in from TJ DeVries, Astronauta, and then, which is, I guess, because saying like FT plugin Lua, like he there's no way he could have just named this like FT plugin Lua support, right? Because that would have been too, like, you would actually know what it was. Astronauta is a way cooler name. So pull in Astronauta, and then you'll have file type plugins in Lua that you can use, which is way better than file type plugins in Vim, right? There we go. So yeah, MV chat is it's a interesting one. What's up, Zed? Let's see. Oh, this is rebuilt. Oh, Nelson is rebuilt. Okay. I think I knew that though. We aren't correctly calling the setup function in the hop config. Oh, that's why highlighting isn't working? Okay. Oh, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Nelson is, or Rebuilt, probably people know him as Rebuilt, is one of the collaborators now for LunarVim, and also I sent one out to James Walmsley too. So those two are the two collaborators on the team. By the way, if you want to be a collaborator, I'll just say something in the pinned issue that I have on GitHub, and then I'll check out like how much you've contributed to LunarVim or just how much experience you have on your GitHub, and then I'll send you a thing. We're not looking for like super experts or anything, just people who are passionate about what they're doing, and then, or just if you don't have a lot of experience on your GitHub, or you don't have a lot of commits to LunarVim or something like that, try and just fix some issues and stuff like that. If you can just fix a few issues and I see your name around like a lot, then you'll become a collaborator. What am I here for again? I was here for like a reason. Oh yeah, hop. So, okay, we got this. And then if we look, whoops, hop.config. That's this. Are we supposed to set up highlights here or something? Is that what's missing? I feel like that should be set in the color scheme. I'm sure you can. Astronauta, yeah. Most people love LunarVim. Awesome. I mentioned the problems with SpaceVim, which is just copying SpaceMax. Emacs is an eLisp interpreter, not an editor ID. Yeah. MV chat. Yeah, I think I talked about that one. Are you calling setup at all? Yeah, all caps. I might be missing something. Hold up. I'm calling the config, which is a function which does this stuff, and it sets the maps. Wait, do I have hop? I have hop active right now, right? So if I do hop, and then if I do NV, you can see that they changed to A's, and if I press A, I go there. But that's supposed to have colors, and it doesn't right now. I don't think I'll take on the full-on collaborator, but I'm pretty sure that I'll help with some random issues. Yeah, you don't have to be a full-on I'm not saying you have to be a collaborator to put in PRs. Go crazy throwing in PRs. But if you want to take on like a bigger role with LunarVim and, have me trust the things that you say and all those kinds of things, and just eventually just have a stronger influence over the project, then, then you can apply. All right, Passy B. Should dashboard plugin be enabled by default? For some reason, I did not get dashboard on startup. It should be enabled. I don't know what the issue with that is. Maybe I'll take a look. I thought you swapped from Discord to Matrix. There's just so many people just jumping into the Discord to where like I have to support this project there because there's not a lot I can do. I will be doing a whole series on alt tech and stuff like that in the future though. So anyway, yeah, it's installed, but I thought setup just set some defaults. I'm a Lua noob. It should just set defaults. I'm not really sure what the issue with that is. Like the color, I feel like there should be colors by default. I'll go look at hop in a second. Hey, I installed LunarVim and it's showing no LSP active in React. Any idea? Also planning options for Prettier and stuff to get it to work. Did you install TS server? And I don't have Prettier and stuff right now, but I do Like I had that a minute ago, but it's not set up for the new paradigm for how things work. So maybe it is. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely regular TS server works with React. I would show you, but I have to get through a few more of these comments. Maybe I'll show you later. I'll look at a React project. I think it's only at startup when trying to use Telescope. Okay. I'll take a look. To improve modularity, don't you think it would be better to add which key bindings for one plugin? And yeah, and then you require this for one plugin when we require this plugin. Dude, I was literally thinking this earlier today. This has got to be a thing. And then yeah, definitely. You're 100% right about that. You're 100% right about that. I changed OS after that. I'm facing the issue. And your issue was, I guess try installing the stuff. I'm not sure. Does it support Flutter? I don't really know. Why does everyone? Yes, but who uses Flutter is the main. Yeah, who's using Flutter or Dart? I guess Dart is the replacement for Flutter. I don't even know. Gonna try LunarVim. Will it conflict my existing NeoVim config? Yeah, it actually currently it will. So you're just gonna have to move your nvim directory to like nvim.backup or something like that. MV chat? That's kind of cool. I'll look into that. Yeah, back it up. That's what he said. All right, I'll take a look. I'm gonna keep rain sounds, dude. I'm gonna, even when it's not raining, I'm gonna boot up. I'm gonna boot up the rain ASMR. Flutter is the framework. Dart is the language. Okay. If you require hop setup, it works. Oh. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. So like if I do that, I just don't have it set up, right? So then if I go like this, let me make the fish fanboys happy. Okay. And then if I do SRE, there we go. There we go. There you go. There's your hop. All right, I'll push this. Hold up. What is this? What changed? Oh, a line? Okay, well, get the hell out of here. Hop config default setup. Yeah, sure. I think I put hope. Whatever. Okay. How to install Lang servers with npm on a specific dir. You install them globally with LunarVim. Great work with LunarVim. Forked it today. Most likely we'll make a PR on FT plugin CS. Oh, C#. Awesome. Awesome. There are errors with tabs in C++. Yeah. What do you mean, like tabbing? Like, I don't feel like checking out C++ right now. Do I have C files open? Is the same thing happening in C? Because like I don't have a big C++ file really to work with right now, but I do have a C file. DWM new. Okay, let's see. If I go down here, I'm good there. I can tab. This is in C. I don't know. Maybe it is a C++ specific issue. Let's see if we can find some other functions and things, or like an if-else. Because I know with things like if-else, people have been having an issue. Like if you do like if, we'll just copy that, interact. All right, and then if I come down here, okay, what if I just do like else like this? Yeah, see that? That's stupid. It should be there, right? But it starts you, in the else it starts you right there. And I don't know whose problem that is. I don't know if that's auto pairs, or if it's tree sitter, or if it's the LSP. Well, it can't be the LSP because I don't have an LSP client active right now. So yeah, that's really annoying. Let's see. I'm gonna try and read Twitch chat too. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. You're right. You're a proud fish fanboy. Then you're a zoomer. The idea of LunarVim is to bring NVim to beginner users or give sane defaults. A little bit of both. I don't think it's actually for beginners. I don't really believe LunarVim is for full-on beginners. You probably want to like know a little bit first, right? How do I actually uninstall LunarVim? Just broke my install. Just blow away your NVim. Just like if you want to uninstall LunarVim, it's not like it's actually installed, right? So it's like it's just a NeoVim config. So blow away this file. Just blow away config.nvim. And then also, I always have to mention this because this is why I want the plugins to be local to the LunarVim thing. You have to go in here in Packer and then go inside Packer. See .local share NVim site Packer. You might not know, but that's the XDG data directory or whatever. Go inside of start and blow away all of the ones that you don't want. Otherwise, they will start automatically, and that's a nightmare. So yeah. Let's see. You got me totally into NeoVim with your quickscope and sneak videos. Any Lua versions of these? I was forced back into VI in 1994, but I was born in 1994. But really started using Vim since last year. So quickscope I don't know of. Sneak I've just been using Hop, which is kind of more like the other one, but whatever. Is lazy git works with what's Heroku? What is Heroku? I don't know what Heroku is. Oh, Heroku isn't that a hosting site or something like that? I think it's a hosting site. Yeah, see, anyone who uses Fish, they're children and they're wrong about things still. Let's see. I have PR Zoria theme on the color scheme repo. Is there some important disadvantage on integrating theme the old way? I see Space Gray is created differently. Yeah, not really. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, hosting the point site. That's what it was. I mix up Netlify and Heroku in my mind all the time. Or Netlify, or is it? Yeah, it's Netlify, I think. There's too many things. Okay, I'll check that out 1 second. It's not the end of the world with that. I don't really care if that's working or not with those. I've been using Lush lately. I like Lush. I don't think it's the perfect. It's really good for what it is. I'll do a color scheme stream in the future, but for now, 1 second. I haven't given a lot of love to the color theme repo because I've been so focused on actually getting LunarVim to work. Okay, let's see. Zoria color scheme. Let's check it out. There's other ones too. Oh, this is a handsome theme. This looks a lot like, almost like the theme that I just made. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's get it in there. And then I think there's other themes. Metonia. Let's see, we need 2 files. We need this one. This is the important one. And then there's the YAML file so that people know what to do with things. All right. That's fine. I wanted to find things in Lua and just have a Lua color scheme. That would be cool. All right, so now let's go take a look at these new color schemes really fast because we might as well. So we will go to, we'll do it in, oh, this might be a good time to go take a look at the blog, which is written in React. So if someone wanted to see React working, which it does, we see right there. What we can do is we can do, well, first let's do Packer update. What happened with bar? All right, you know what? No. Whatever. And then we got those. I'm assuming bar is going to try and break things up for me again. Let's do SC, and we're looking at 2 different ones now. We got Metonia. This one's pretty nice. I like this one. Yeah, this one actually is really nice. And then we got Zoria, I think. And we got Zoria here. Zoria is definitely more It's got a little higher contrast than the other one. The other one reminds me kind of like of Nord, and then this one kind of reminds me of like a higher contrast theme. I can't find a good mix between the two in my mind. You guys both went for yellow text, which is interesting. That or I'm colorblind and it's green, but I think it's yellow. But yeah, these are two new color schemes that we got now. So that's cool. Search colors. People always like this one. I don't really like this color scheme that much anymore. And then we got a bunch of other ones, but those two are nice. Lunar still is here. Lunar's basically just repackaged Nord the few changes. All right. Hosting deploy site, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what's Lush? I've seen on last stream. Didn't quite catch what it was. I think sometime I'll get into that probably. I'll do a video on that. It's like a color scheme helper kind of thing. I think sometimes it says remove, but it just reinstalls in the update right away. That or I messed something up. I'm not really sure. Use Folks Tokyo Night. I don't want to pull in any extra color schemes. If people want to do that with their installs, then you can do that. Let's see. PR. Yep, we got Zori in there now. Is it ready to program in Java? I'm starting to learn that language. NetBeans looks ugly in Linux. NetBeans is ugly and terrible, and Java's ugly and terrible, but is it available? It kind of is. I don't know. Not really. A little bit. Sometimes. Nothing's really ready to program with Java except for maybe NetBeans and IntelliJ. I'll try to get it there, though. I'll do my best. I don't have Vim keys. Heroku will release serverless platform and kind of human support. Okay. They're NY based and support people. We're very good. Interesting. Please elaborate on fish being for children, long-term happy user, and far older than you, young man. I don't know. All the Zooms seem to love fish. Everyone, all the younger people in my Discord server is like telling me to install fish and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like a whole new thing. I have to learn like a whole new scripting language. It's probably not bad. It's just, I don't know. Glad you like it. It's very old, nice, and little known theme. Yeah, I've never seen that one before. It's interesting. COC is completely gone. 5 years older than you. Yeah, that's a world of difference. Not really. I think now he will only support native LSP. Yep, that's it. Only native LSP. Xcode color scheme on LunarVim. If you want to add it, you can. Is it possible to have a more automatically switching light dark theme? I switch to light Groovebox manually now when outside and switch back to dark when it rains. Oh, what, like throughout the day? I'm sure you could do that with Lua. I think that's probably possible. I don't know what kind of like, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, COC is totally gone. No more COC. Do you know Vim Visual Multi-Plug-in? It brings multi-cursors to NeoVim and is very powerful. You can put in an issue about it. I'll take a look. Hi, Chris. LunarVim looks fabulous. I'm setting up yet another custom Ubuntu stick just for learning Lua and LunarVim. Awesome. Is NeoVim with Lua as powerful as Emacs with Lisp? I can't really say. I'm not really an expert on Emacs with eLisp. In my opinion, Java LSP is kind of nice except for the importance of suggestions, but what I've learned from what I've seen, you can configure that. That'd be nice to have that in like maybe the what's the thing the little, I totally forget what it's called. Code Lens. I just switched to Z Shell for scripts. Okay. Fish is slow? Is it really slow? I thought it was supposed to be fast. I really like the trend to keep LunarVim light and snappy. Please do not bloat it. No, I'm going to be removing things from LunarVim, actually. So there will be less inside of LunarVim. There will be bloat for me, but there will not be bloat in LunarVim because I like some extra things, like lazy getting things, but that's not going to be there by default. I use BG on a key now for switching light, theme, and black. Interesting. So you just type BG and then it switches between the two. Dawid. Hi Chris, first time on your live, watch only recordings. I wonder if there are too many results in Telescope to display. Is there a way to view? I wish. I don't think so. Ask TJ though. He's the developer of that. He would definitely know better than me. Should I constantly be updating my LunarVim install? How can I achieve that? Yeah, you probably should. It's much more stable than it used to be. What you do is you just go inside the NeoVim thing and you just do git pull. And you can be on master or you can be on stable. So stable just has, stable, it's supposed to be a lot more stable than master, and master, it has to deal with me constantly pushing commits to it. Although I will be merging those commits soon, likely. Should I constantly... Yeah, Z-Shell's faster in my experience. I really haven't noticed. Fish has always been faster than Bash or Z-Shell. I would assume Fish has got to be fast. Like, I would assume it's fast. It's kind of like rewritten with new stuff, so probably might be. But it's not POSIX compliant. Not that I'm not sure. Is Z-Shell entirely POSIX compliant? I don't think it is. But it's much more POSIX compliant. Okay. What is this? Okay. See that? This is like a buffer. All right. See this? Okay. That's an issue. I think that was because of something that just happened again. Yes. Okay. That's on stable. So if I go git checkout master and we do init.lua and we do packer update. Everything's up to date. Okay. Now if we open up some junk and stuff, okay, that seems to be fine. If we come down here and try to do like some blah 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 here, and then we do that seems to be fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna get this stuff into stable and then I'm gonna make a release. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to git checkout stable, git pull origin master. Okay, it seems to work fine with all the new changes. It doesn't seem to be any issues. It looked like stable was actually breaking because of that. Master could actually be likely much more stable than stable, but at least stable won't change. It won't be like the one little thing. It'll be consistent errors inside of stable. And then what we'll just do is lazy git, and then we'll just push this guy up. And then I'm also gonna go over to this guy here, and we'll just do a new release for this and draft a new release. We'll call it 0.3.1 and release title. I like to release often if possible. LunarVim. Any merge to stable will be considered a release. 3.1. And these were mostly bug fixes, not really feature adds, so I'm just gonna say Semver a patch. Bug fixes, hop highlight support. All right, that's fine. Wait a second. There's a thing where it says the branch, isn't it? Or something like that. I definitely think there's a thing where like you have to say where the but that's fine because I guess no, there's not a branch because it zips it up and stuff. Okay, we're fine. I never really did much with releases in GitHub before. Like I put releases out like at work we put like releases, but we don't attach binaries. We just say that code is released and deployed out. Should I be constantly, or even zip files or whatever, I guess. Should I be constantly updating that? Yeah. Fish has always been faster than Bash or ZSH for me. Okay. What's the best strategy for adding bloat, aka custom key bindings and user plugins? I don't have that just yet. There will be that in the future though. I think I showed earlier in the stream my idea for plugins. Also, someone had a good idea for which key, which we'll be adding, and then there will be specific user configs, which you'll be able to say for, okay, if you define this plugin, give it the user config as well, which can be also done with Packer as well. So it shouldn't be too hard. I just have to figure out how to structure it all. I think Z Shell and Bash for this. I don't want to get in an argument about all the shells and stuff. Is Z Shell a Python-based shell? No. What? Are you totally getting rid of Vim script-based plugins, or more pragmatic? Mostly pragmatic approach to it. So, like, if there's a Vim script plugin that's really like important, but there are not many, so I'd like to get away from them if possible. If there's ever a better Lua alternative, I'd pick the Lua alternative. .3, .00, .1, yeah. Why is COD going with NeoVim .5.x? What do you mean? What do you mean COD? Z shells from 1990, Python from 1991. If there are mostly bug fixes in LunarVim, then maybe it's okay to be on master instead of stable, less bugs. Yeah, but on stable you'll get more consistent bugs. I use Z Shell on Commodore Amiga. It is C based. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I would have been really surprised. Okay. What else was I working on? So we got that going. I think. There's definitely other things. I know. Well, I know there's a million things because. First, let's take a look at some pull requests. Define a form for LSP issues. I am in Git Managed Directory. I started a NeoVim, blah, blah, blah. I check the options. The programs specified by the config are installed. Also mention to check FT plugin for your Lang. Also, maybe look at bottom of at status. You could say echo and FT to tell us your file type, because that usually ends up becoming a thing. I like how he puts stuff here. I have read the README, I've read the wiki, I've searched for similar issues before I put in this issue. Tasty Yep will most likely become a collaborator if he wants to be one. I think he put a thing in, so I'll probably add him. Added Clang D format on save. There seems to be some controversy. Is this good? And I'm going to ask who is here. Tasty Yep and James. Let's ask those two. Tasty Yep. And we got James Wamsley. Okay. What else is here? Update MV script folder, the path used by default, and it shows that. I mean, this is... You're not wrong. Because MV code isn't even a thing anymore, so I might as well merge this. It does not really get used anywhere unless, I mean, you add it to your path. So you just have to add those bins to your path. James, let's take a look here. I favor your suggestion for switching the symbol outline for document symbols if it's enabled. Otherwise, telescope. Interesting. Okay, okay. Interesting. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I didn't even... Let's take a look at that. S equals O dot symbol outline active and that, or this. Yeah, I think that's good. For now, until we change around some of the stuff with the thing. Let's see what else. All right, that's fine. Let's take a look at some issues here. Help wanted. Go LSP. Okay, oh, here we go. Here we go. I was hoping to change the hover kind for hoverdoc for Go, please, with hopes to method signatures included for functions. No changes are taking place. Anything I'm missing or not understanding? I, again, don't write a lot of Go. I guess what he's trying to do is this. All right, he's got expected behavior, which is you go and you see a thing, and then output. I'll have to take a look at that in the future. I see I can accomplish what I'm looking for by typing escaped and then Shift K followed by Shift A, and with hoverdoc with the method signature will stay up. I guess we'll take some practice so that I can get used to this new flow. Yeah, it'd be nice if that showed up, but I don't think we have the option to change what shows up here. I don't think we have the option to change what shows up here. I think this is more up to Compy, as far as I understand. Let's see. I mixed things from OMIZ shell and Z shell. I got rid of OMIZ shell entirely. Familiar with other Vim YouTubers such as Greg Hurl and the Primogen? Yeah, I'm familiar with them. I watched some of Greg Hurl's stuff back when I was getting into Vim and learning about Vim. I don't know if a lot of his stuff was like full tutorial based or what, but it was a pretty useful channel when I was first getting into it. And the Primogen, I usually see him, if I'm watching something that TJ's doing, I usually see them in the same world. So I've definitely seen him around. I think I saw one of his videos. I forget which video it was. But yeah, I think I'm subscribed to him on YouTube at least. In LSP, when you write a function, does not persist function argument like coc.nvim. Is there any chance to show hover persist like coc.nvim? I don't know. That's something that they would have to take a look at. Any other something that the LSP config whatever would have to look at, I think. Function argument like, yeah, maybe Compy would have to. I'm not sure exactly. Any and other suckless Vim users, such as Luke Smith, aka Vim Diesel. Yeah, I saw his thumbnail for the Vim Diesel video, but I never watched the video because like I've done Vim Tutor before. So like I think I turned it on and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna watch Luke go through Vim Tutor. I think that's what that video was about. I can't remember, but TJ's astronaut work like a charm. Awesome. Yeah, no, I like a good amount of Luke's stuff. I think Luke's a funny guy. But he didn't accept my PR, so whatever. I don't like him, I guess. Let's see. Why is this getting stuck? There we go. I don't think this is really an issue with our thing. If he wants to close it, he can, but I'll leave it open for a second just in case someone has anything fresh to bring to that conversation. Issue with new option on dashboard. Great, awesome. I have updated LunarVim config, trying the options. NeoVim config files is showing the below error. Okay, let me check that out. Seems to work for me. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like an issue. Does Tree Sitter make MVim compy slow? I don't think so. Worth watching some of Luke's other videos. I've seen a couple. You know what I liked that he did? I liked when he had the not related podcast thing. But a lot of his tech content is like it's all right, but I like his not related stuff. Why not add a yes or no option to install script to move to the old LunarVim config? Because I don't want to support 2 configs. I'm only supporting 1. If someone wants to fork the old LunarVim config and work on it, then they can. But I'm only supporting LunarVim at this point. Error while calling Lua chunk blah blah blah. Vim.uri not found. Well, that's a great error, but I have no idea where it's coming from. Try putting an issue on GitHub, maybe. Oh, when I try LunarVim on Windows and Ubuntu shell, are you using WSL? What was your laptop specs last year of college? That's an extremely specific question. It was... I had an Acer. It had 8 gigs of RAM and an i5. That's what I had. Why does that matter? Why would you want to know that? The issue on Telescope is when you try the last option. Okay. All right. Let's try that then. Maybe we'll have to disable the last option for now. And then... Okay. Yeah. That does seem like it's an issue. Okay. We're going to have to... What I'm going to do then is... Okay, unless anyone has any bright ideas, I'm going to just disable that. I'll probably end up disabling it. The issue on Telescope, yeah. Tried to set up a TypeScript plus eslint plus Prettier, and it's been hard. The only reason I'm still stuck with VS Code. I plan on supporting that very intuitively soon. Can LunarVim be injected into IntelliJ like VS Code? I don't know. I got off of IntelliJ like 8 months or a year ago entirely, and then moved over to pretty much an entirely LunarVim based workflow, and I still use VS Codium to run unit tests. 0.6 is out. Okay. I'm going to stick with 0.5 for now because I want to at least get this working perfectly, and then I'll start looking at adding in 0.6 features probably when 0.6 becomes a little bit more mature. Run Telescope files first, then the config files will work. Okay, it's because Telescope isn't loaded yet. It's a lazy load issue. Not really important trying to compare. Well, how is it? How come that? All right, 1 second. What's happening in Lua LV dashboard? Okay. Can't we just... No, because that's that. But can't we just... What do we have for Telescope as options? Wait a second. Well, how come... Shouldn't I be getting the things that Telescope gives me? Like, why is it giving me this stuff? Like, what if I did... What if I just did it on the config path or something? I don't know if that'll work. I doubt it will. Like, if I could check right now. If I do Telescope... Nothing happens. Okay. I was expecting it like live grep or something. Okay. Okay, now I do. All right. Now, is there a way to find files and then pick like a thing? like a root or something. No, no, because I think that what this thing's trying to do anyway is it's not even trying to use Telescope. It's just trying to use the editor. But then why can't... What did it used to do? It required... No, it did use Telescope. Okay, wait, hold up a second. Find files. Search deers. I don't know how to get that behavior any other way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, we'll do a find file. Then we'll do this. And this will just find files inside of here. Yeah, I don't know a better way to do that. Like, I want to give find files like a directory. I don't think this will work. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. Switching to LunarVim tomorrow using a weird mix of Chris's configs, Greg Hurls, and others. Yeah. That's how it always feels like, right? When you're using NeoVim and stuff, and it's always broken, and that's why I kind of wanted to do this thing anyway, just so that people could just use this or just take a lot of it, just the stuff that they need, you know, and just gut it all for the stuff that they don't. Problem is with that though, then you'd have to keep up with your text editor, and that sucks. And just me keeping up with my own sucked, but now I have like a whole community of people that help me keep it stable and teach me how to use Rust so that I don't sit here and bang my head for 1 hour straight, which like really speeds up the stuff that I want to do. This is pretty useful. Why there is config with stuff in Telescope config won't work for me? I don't know what you mean. Getting the latest NeoVim, hold me back, but plan to go compile it myself. Yeah, I've been compiling it myself. Hey, just got here. What are we doing? We're, we fixed I don't even know if we fixed anything. We fixed the good stuff, and we released a new stable release. Trying to iron out some bugs right now, just to make it nice and safe for everybody to use. Run Telescope command to get the whole plugin loaded. Packer.nvim recognizes the command when loads. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how are we lazy loading it? All right, hold up. There's maybe too many things open. This is on 4. This is on 5. This is on 6. Let's send this to 1. And we'll just keep LunarVim on 1, and we'll remember that. Lua plugins.lua. Okay. Now, what am I here for? I kind of forget what I'm here for. Let me think. I know there was a reason. Oh yeah, dashboard. So this thing, we do this, but okay, the real question was Telescope. So with Telescope should be, okay, this stuff here. And then this requires LV Telescope, and then the command Telescope is what starts it. That way it lazy loads, so yeah. I don't see a better way of getting around this. I think it's still worth it to lazy load it. I'd rather have the speed than have that particular capability. You know what I mean? There's other ways that you could open that. You don't necessarily have to open it with that. You could just open it with E, and then you could just open up the directory. That's what I'll probably switch it to. Using the latest Debian WSL for Java EE and Elasticsearch work. Is Debian 11 out yet? I think Debian 11 came out not too long ago, right? Run telescope command to get the whole yeah. No. Change to command. No, it should be CMD. That's fine, I think. What's up, Ahmed or Ahmed? Ahmed. Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you. It's all right. I said your name wrong, but you spelled my name wrong. Nice to meet you. What is the best option for search and replace? Depends what you mean. But probably if what you might be looking for may be Spectre. You use MVim tree, right? Any idea if there's a way when you have multiple splits open to open files from the tree on the last highlighted split, similarly to how nerd tree? Well, here's what you can. I think I'll do you one better with that, dude. So now what we'll do is we'll do this, and we'll just open up this file, and it does that. Now, are you talking about like if I open up this file, I can choose A or B down here, and then I can put it like on B and just put it over there. Same thing where if like I come over here, and then if I open like the Tailwind one, I can put it on A, you know? I think maybe that's what you might mean. Okay, let's switch over to this chat really fast. Folks, Tokyo Night, yeah, it's probably nice. Folk does good stuff. Everybody hates Java. Even people who love Java hate Java. Fish is horrible. No, I think we already went through this stuff. We went through Astronauta. I think for Prettier, I don't want to use Neo format. I will if I have to. I'll look into it in the future. There's EFM and there's Neo format. I don't know which one I like better. Someone will have to give me a heads up on which one's better. Hey Chris, I found 3 typos in the installer.sh file. Change from MV code to LunarVim. You want to put a PR in, and I'll check that out. Telescope find files. Search dir equals path. Oh, cool. Is that a thing? Find files. Search dir equals path. All right, we're gonna look for telescope. No, it's this again. This one is in dashboard because it is. Now, let's just get rid of whatever's in here. I don't want to get rid of too much. All right, the commands are just inside. Okay, so they're just inside this. Do I need something else? No. Okay. Well, actually, can't I test this out first? Telescope, find. Why does it do this? Probably because I never ran it before. So it didn't know about all the... Oh, yeah, it didn't know about all those things. But I feel like the find file still works. All right, hold up. Find files. Find files, search underscore dir equals path. Search underscore dir equals home. I'd still put me here. Why is that? There we go. I don't know. What I might do, first of all, I gotta get off of stable. I wonder, hold up, let's just get all that out of there. If I do this, I don't know how to check out other branches with LazyGit. I never use it for that. Does anyone know how to do this? Am I missing it? Is there a way to check out a new branch with LazyGit? I don't see it. All right, tabs versus spaces. I legitimately don't care. LunarVim is like SpaceVim, but not broken and fast. Yes, exactly. Mix of, and it's not broken, but there are small bugs. But dude, I mean, you know, up until not very long ago, I was one guy, and it was just my LunarVim config. A mix of tabs and spaces in Scala 3. Interesting. SpaceVim broken. SpaceMax was buggy for sure. SpaceVim just is slow. I don't know. Picker's an extra step. I want to avoid having to use the ABC picker and just have the file open in the last highlighted split. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to do that. I'm quite used to the way node tree works, but Vim tree has a ton more features, so try to switch. But it's still bugging you. Yeah, little things like that I guess could bug you. I kind of like the ABC picker, honestly. Formatter.nvim. Maybe I'll put in an issue about formatters. LunarVim's awesome, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hey, I'm new to your channel. I was wondering, is it possible to get auto completion on NeoVim for JavaScript, C, C++, etc.? Yes, that all works out of the box. Question about DWM. Can you have different lifes open on the same terminal without splitting and or being in different tabs? I don't know what a lifes would be. Oh, terminals open? Can you have different terminals open on the same terminal? You could with the terminal that supported that, but I don't have a terminal that supports that. Where's the channel going? Are you going to Luke Smithing or Brody Robertsoning videos? Absolutely neither one. I'm going to probably just continue to work on LunarVim stuff and then whatever the hell really interests me. I don't really like... I'm not against the whole being like an e-boy kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like you sit there and you talk about the new stuff and news and tech and like you build like a cult of personality or whatever. But it's just, I don't know, I'm just not, I don't know. But Luke, it's not to say that like Luke's like a bad e-boy, but it's just not what I guess I enjoy. Where's the channel? Yeah, so terminal's open. Yeah. And then also, I think I showed this to other people with DWM, but this is the coolest thing. So you got to check this thing out. I don't know if there's anyone in here having issues too. Let's see, we got that. There's my video, stupid video upload thing. We're getting a lot of people in this server. Like it's actually pretty crazy. It's got to be the new NeoVim hype. All right, so there's other things I need to fix. This is a bug, but whatever. NetRW failing? Why are you using NetRW, bro? So performing a fresh install of LunarVim stable, I'm noticing that the built-in NetRW features, I think I disabled them. Technically, one can still navigate and move around with NVim tree, but it would be nice to restore allow NetRW features to be used as well. I'm pretty sure NVim tree like hijacks it. I found a fix after digging in the Lua scripts. Line 41 of settings.lua has been commented, leaving the value of that disabled to unassigned. When the line is reintroduced, they work as expected. I need to check to see if having NetRW enabled conflicts with NVim tree at all. All right. Function arg suggestion completion. I think this is built in, I thought. Is there a way to... I found a Lua plugin that seems to do this nicely. In this plugin, there are pop-ups and suggestions and multiple function overloads. Did not try to integrate with this plugin with LunarVim, nor is it possible. Does it work with compy? question. Let's put this as a question as well. Packer problem. Hi. I just done a fresh install of LunarVim on WSL Ubuntu, but on the first Packer install, Lua rocks HeroX says installing HeroX and quick Packer update, but no luck. It just takes a very long time. That's why I had to get rid of that. Disabling snap for now due to this issue. It does do it every single time, which is kind of annoying. This is maybe a help wanted and a question. Hey, thanks. That's the first super chat I got for a while. Let's see. Should have sent a message or something. Not that, I mean, I read all the messages anyway, but still. Anyway, I think because I read all the messages and not just these, like, nobody sees any good reason to super chat me. Luca's alternative, strong opinionated, interesting, sometimes to see such viewpoints. Yeah, I think he's an interesting character. He's someone who at least is a person who thinks for themselves, which is nice to see. Why not awesome since you are working with Lua a lot? I've said this before. Usually, honestly, none of it. At this point, after I found the DWM just completely gets out of my way, like DWM does exactly what I need it to do, just be a window manager, nothing else, no craziness. If there was too much, it also stops me from playing with it a lot. So like, because I have to recompile it and get out and get back in. So like, I actually enjoy just using DWM because it like kind of gets me to not play with my window manager. I haven't touched my window manager since I like initially did my whole DWM thing. So I kind of do like that. I like it as a feature that I'm not playing with it all the time. What's up, Aid Picasso? Why not awesome since you're working with... Yeah. Is it possible to make NeoVim just use mvim tree when I run nvim dot, for instance? It does do that. But let me tell you what it does also that's very annoying. Someone can tell this to the mvim tree dev, because I think I put in an issue. Why does it do this? See that? It like creates an empty buffer. So, you know, I did put it in an issue. One second. mvim tree. Okay. Opens mvim tree. NeoVim opens mvim tree instead of file. I think this is the one I commented on. I'm like, for me, it just opens a file named of the deer, right? Like it's supposed to open dot, right? And then he was like, this is default Vim behavior, but it's not. NetRW usually does that, right? Okay. This is another kind of feature that was asked before. It's out of scope of this issue. All right. I'd like to tackle this, but I have another issue that bothers me quite a lot. I need to fix that first. Okay, that's fine. Someone should help him. How to open full screen tree when doing mvim dot. Yeah. Does anyone have like a solution for this? I guess this has been an issue for a while. And that's 214. I wonder if 200 has anything. It's about oil and vinegar. All right, well, whatever. That's fair enough. Okay, let's see what else. Well, I don't think Luke's channel, I don't think he promises not to talk about that kind of stuff. I actually enjoy a lot of just the more philosophical conversations that he does anyway, more than like the other stuff. Not that I even listen to him that often, but watching people do tech stuff can be boring sometimes, unless it's really interesting stuff. Hi, what would be the recommended way to add in local plugins, and is it possible to override which key with your own key mapping? I don't have a way to add local plugins just yet. And is it possible to override which key with own mappings? That's another thing that's going to be coming soon. That's in LunarVim 1.0 release. Question, what is the worst thing that can affect the worst? I guess if you have a Lisp, you say worst thing that can affect NVim performance. The thing pushed me away from VS Code that more plugs in VS Code, more is getting worth. Are you trying to get me to say it like I have a Lisp? Is it the same case with NVim? No, I mean, I'm trying to get it to a point where you only load the stuff that you want, but you'll see that also in the future. But I kind of already have that. Yeah, that's why I stopped using NVim tree. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Also didn't have the reveal file feature. Okay. Using FernVim. All right. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I don't really want to just use those anymore. I might try ViFM. Ranger I like because I could do pictures with Uberzug, so, but whatever. You know. Let's go back to issues here. I think this is documented now. I'll let Rebuild close this, though. I actually kind of want to get rid of LSP Saga. Replace vsnip with LuaSnip. Yeah, I needed something for that. Okay. There's not much other stuff here. I think this happened during the stream. That's a good point. These are in comments, but sure. Thank you. Define a form. Yeah, I think we got that settled. I don't know if this ever got settled any further. Did I say something about this? Okay. This is good now? Okay, awesome. Squash and merge this guy. Let me go really fast, just so I'm not going against like an older thing. Git checkout, damn it, master. Git pull. Okay. Oh yeah. No, it won't make anything worse because of lazy loading and the fact that I'm going to actually shrink the amount of plugins that are loaded by default. Did I make LunarVim? I mean, I made LunarVim, but kind of LunarVim is it's kind of me gluing together all of the plugins, the best plugins, and the most useful features and the most stable config that I could possibly come up with. But there's so much that goes into it in terms of other people creating cool plugins. I've like made a couple fixes to a couple different plugins. I usually put in issues or I'll put in a fix if I can, but you know, that kind of thing. But like the editor is NeoVim itself, and then this thing is just kind of like a very, very, very sane config on top to make your life a lot easier. Thoughts on alternative keyboard layouts with NeoVim? Plan to go to Neo 2 layout on a Corn keyboard. Yeah, I want to support it. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard, but I'll have to look into how I would do that. I'll at least create a key maps file so that someone could create their own key maps and all that kind of stuff anyway. So maybe that'll be helpful. Yeah, a lot of plugins are here anyway. If you go and look, you just have to go and set them to true. LSP Saga is kind of nice with the code actions. Reminds me of IntelliJ, Alt-Enter. Yeah, I guess that's nice, but code actions are a little bit weird. The guy, one of the LSP guys from the NeoVim stream yesterday. He was saying like code actions were kind of like confusing, and they are, because you don't know when you can do a code action and when you can't. And then like there's this light bulb thing like letting you know when you can, but like then you don't even know what kind of code action you can take. I don't know. It'd be maybe better if there was like something in code lens or something like that for the, I don't even know, because there's multiple actions that can happen. So I don't know actually what the best thing to do is. Do I use Diceware? I don't know what Diceware is. I'm always afraid. Never mind. I'm not even going to say because then I'll get people to do it. What are the features you miss most in NVim compared to a full-blown IDE? Running unit test, individual unit tests in a unit test file. I miss that. I still use VS Codium for that. I think that's really the only one. Like that and like a debugger, and then, dude, it's not even close anymore. Then I would only use NeoVim. Hi, Chris. Using OMyZ shell with ZSH. I want an alternative that is fast, but I don't feel like managing stuff manually as I'm new to ZSH. What's the difference between plugin manager and frameworks in ZSH? Plugin manager will only pull down the plugins that you want. The framework OMyZ shell will add like a bunch of bloat and nonsense and try to sell you t-shirts in your terminal. So I recommend not using it. You should be buying my t-shirts from my channel and not buy not the OMyZ shirt one, Z shell ones. I went from stable to master. Actually breaks a lot less. Yeah, the last few hours. Yeah, that's true. Where that will change though. You will notice that will change. There will come a time when stable is actually super stable, and that master is scarier, a lot scarier, in my opinion. Anyway, so this is merged. That's good. This was like had to do with Clang formatting on save and things like that. Some of these older ones, tab 9 is one. I probably should add an issue for adding. This is a good issue. What? Oh, this is the new thing. It's like me doing it now. I'm like, I just wanted to do the simple one. All right, this is a bug report. Okay, so people can do. Okay, I need enhancement. File an enhancement report. That would be nice. Or I could open a blank issue. I'm just going to open up a blank issue for now because I'm allowed to. And add tab 9 option for compy. Just in case people want to use it. I don't really support it much, but I know someone might want to use that so that they can do battle with the GitHub Copilot. Enhancement. Help, good first issue. Help wanted. Projects. LunarVim. There is a setting with compy. Sure. The one that's there now is kind of outside of the way that we do things now. So I'm going to close this for now, but if he wants to come back and try and do it the new way, then go for it. If I had more time, I would give reasons. They try to sell you t-shirts. Yeah, in my terminal. Every single time I update, they're like, buy a t-shirt. And I'm like, get out of here. Thanks for merging that. That was my first PR. Awesome. Per Peterson, for now you could just edit Lua plugins. Yeah, that's kind of the only way. Running an open source project is life consuming. Once I get it started and alive and collaborators and stuff, I think I can move on to another project. So I don't think it'll be that life consuming. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to think like what's important. Prettier formatting. All right, dude. All right, here's the question though. Like, how do we use the Prettier that's in node modules, or do you use the Prettier that is system wide? Right? Like, that's the thing. So that's why I've been like kind of not doing it, because it's like I have this question, right? So there's going to be probably like two different opinions, but if we go to Lua, we go to LSP, whoopsie daisy, and then we do EFM. You can see that you can get eslint from node modules. You could also just install eslint. Same thing with Prettier. Prettier, you can see how I'm just doing this like a global Prettier here. And then I have to take this and set it up for all of those languages. Which I could probably get away with doing this by rewriting this here. And I could get away with this by rewriting this here and then just calling it in the other things. So why don't we do that? Why don't we get rid of Python and Lua here? We'll keep JavaScript React, JavaScript, TypeScript React, and Vue and all this kind of nonsense. So we want Vue. We want YAML, CSS, HTML, not shell. So these are all the things that you might want to use Prettier with. Not eslint though. So we're going to have to take a look at that as well. Now, Markdown lint, I don't even care about Markdown right now. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that for now. You can look for project scope Prettier and eslint with this. Oh, okay. If it's, who said this? I said this. If it's not found, revert to global Prettier where needed. Okay. Local Prettier is this one. Global Prettier is this one. So let's name them appropriately. Global Prettier. And then local Prettier. And then, you know what we could have probably done? At least for just to get started here. And then we'll do local Prettier. There we go. And now this one, which is not used, will be global Prettier. Let's see. Although it is great to have people contribute. Yeah, it is great to have people contribute. So now, okay, so now we have a local Prettier and this one. This should be active for JavaScript, React, Vue, JSON, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's where example configurations are. Now, so we have local and global. We have local and global Prettier. Let's see. Now you can look for project scope with this. So we could check. I don't like that that's happening. Let's see. So we could check if vim dot, I think we'll go with API dot glob, and then we'll just come over here and we'll do give me this guy, and we'll go like that, and then we'll do then, and then we'll do end like this. And if that is the case, then what we'll do, because I'm assuming if you installed it, you want to use that one for now. then we'll say, well, you know what we won't do? We're not going to have local and global because we're just going to override the same one. Right? So we'll just set the global prettier is equal to that there. And then we'll do this, and then we'll just say that this is equal to that, and then we'll do LR here, where we'll just put it as prettier, and it'll just take it over. Then I'll do this. Now they're unused locals because, oh, why didn't I change these guys? Gonna get rid of that for now. We got JavaScript, okay, these are other things. We got that stuff there. We have forget here. That's only when you have a .get will this stuff work, which kind of sucks. If anyone has a way to like always make that work, I would definitely like to know it. Were they? Well, that doesn't matter anymore. Hold up. Am I reading something wrong? 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm being stupid. All right, let's just do this here with Prettier. We're just going to bundle Prettier all together here. We'll do eslint will be under Prettier, and then we'll leave that comment for now. We're going to leave this up here. EFM general. No, we don't want to call this the general one because in the future this is just going to become like the TS server one. And we're going to call this everywhere and all the other ones. And then, so, okay, so now we have this local Prettier inside of this guy here, but then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this. And then we're going to format. Okay, so now if that's the case, Prettier becomes this, and then you're good. Now there's also the case where there's Prettier D and eslint D, and I will also take a look at those in the future. That should be easy to add. Now we have eslint here. The link command is this. Should we have like a global one as well? I mean, do people use global eslint ever? Oh, Luke Sinet is tasty. Yep. Okay, cool. I'll be finishing tomorrow, but it's 11:30 here. I'm tired. Oh yeah, no problem. Cool. Thanks for all the help. Let's see. Hi, Chris. I enjoy LunarVim. Great work. I found an issue and solution. The LSP for .tech doesn't start unless FT plugin. LaTeX is renamed to FT plugin tech.lua. With that fix, it's working. Can you put a PR in for that, please? If you don't, I'll try to remember to fix it. But with this, I found the file plugin bib.lua also has to be created. You can make all of them, and I think someone actually did a thing where they like created a symlink, which was very cool. I think like they symlinked the C one. That way you only have to do the one, and that was really neat. I might do that with all the JavaScript ones and stuff, but anyway. Per Peterson Vim command source the init.vim. Yeah, you could do that. Local and global, yeah, I saw that. Do you have thoughts on bar versus mvim bufferline? I just haven't gotten around to trying out bufferline. Where can I find LunarVim? Go into the description section of this video and click on my GitHub, and it's the first thing there. We need something similar to Copilot. I don't know about that, maybe. Hackintosh, Matrix, Christian, yeah. An official Prettier doc, they advise to use local version first. And if there's not, use the global install. Yeah, that's what this should do. So that's what this should do. So see how we say like, okay, this is the global install. It'll be that unless if this is here, then use this. Maybe I did it backwards before, so maybe that's what you're referencing. y.get if package.json should always be in root. It's a good point. I probably should put the, well, now, okay, this used to be for multiple different languages, so that's why. That's why. So now we could actually put, damn it, we could actually put package.json. Like that, I understand what you're saying, though. That makes total sense. The reason that it was like that is because of how I just explained that to you. Like, this used to be Python and Go and, like, everything. This was, like, everything. It just wasn't this. Is this all I had to do? I think this is all. I think this is all I had to do. Table insert, TSS server args, and then that gets passed into those. Now, I don't think eslint works. People could tell me. I don't know. Does eslint do anything with HTML, CSS, JSON, and YAML? Pretty sure it doesn't, so it just gets the Prettier config. This should work. I think this will work. And then if anyone knows if eslint, does anyone use this globally, or is that just like not a thing? I don't know. Does anyone know? Also, what if you only want... Okay, and then we say, like, okay, if it is Prettier... Okay, wait. I want to, like, do this cleaner. So we have args at the top. Then we do Prettier. Then we do Prettier here. Then we do eslint. Now, then we say, if you want Prettier for the formatter, do this. Else, or not else. This format command is interesting. We're only going to want one format thing, right? This is a table, though. So what you could do is you could say if dot o dot if dot, well, we're not going to handle that for now. I'm going to put a to do check if eslint is the formatter, then add this. And then also to do global eslint question mark. All right. Let's see. Y.getIf. Yep. I'll try to make a PR, but sadly my get foo is not strong. That's fine. This is how you learn. I use TypeScript, React plus Prettier plus eslint, and I'm switching to LunarVim at the moment. Cool. Try to improve support in LunarVim. Wait till I get this done, and then if you want to add this, the global thing, and then if you want to add the formatter that's specific to this, that would be awesome. But this should work. I think I have this working. No, well, actually, we kind of... No. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's fine. So okay, we have this guy. Now what we're going to do is... I always forget the syntax for this because I can't be fucked to remember things. So what we're going to do is put that there, and then we're going to swap over to here, and then we're going to take this, grab this, come back over here, jump to the bottom, put that there. And then we'll format. Okay, so now this should work. So what we do now is we go over to FT plugin and we come into all the JavaScript guys, and then actually we rename this file to TS server. It's not really TS server. JS TS format. Yeah, format and linting. I mean, it kind of sucks, but does anyone have a better name? I don't know. I could just call it TS because TS server is just TS. So I'm just going to call this TS linting or FMT lint. I could like separate. Nah, I wouldn't do that though. This is so simple. It should be kept in the same place. What a terrible name. What is it showing me two of them for? Let me do this. Hold up. Why is there two of them? Okay. Let's just close it, open it back up. See what happens now. Okay, there's only one. Why is there all these things? Oh, sometimes that happens if I open it up from there. Sometimes I need to open up like init.lua and whatever, and then if I come in here, it'll be fine. No idea why that is. Let's see, FT plugin, and then what we're gonna do is let's open this guy up. Let's do that in a V-split. Let's come back over here, come into JavaScript, throw that on A, jump to the bottom. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll put it over top of this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna require LV, no, require, it's in Lua, it's under LSP, and it's under TSFMT lint dot, oh, it's called a config. Sure. Sure. Actually, how about setup? And we'll do like that. All right, so now that should be, is that all we have to do? I think that's all we have to do. Let's put it in here as well. And let's put it in here. And also here. Actually, we need it in HTML and CSS ones too, I think. So it's not actually just TS or whatever, I don't care. It's like web dev stuff. Okay. Want to become famous? Yeah, of course I do. Buy followers. Whoa, I can buy followers, primes, and viewers, dude. How do I get rid of this? Can I ban the report? Spam. Yes. It's spam. Spack 'em. Get out of here. Yeah, of course. Why would I not want to? All right. TS-lint. I could just call it TS-lint. Yeah, maybe just TS-lint or something. But it does formatting too. I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll just call it TS-EFM. I don't know. 1 second. Did that. I mean, there are SVN and Mercurial. Yeah, no one uses those, but if people want to add it, they're free too. I usually use vim.cwd.loop. Yeah, I saw that as an option, but sometimes people like it and sometimes people don't. You can put in a PR. I don't know if it's bad practice. I'll take a look at it. Put in an issue and see if anyone has any thoughts. tslint.lua. Yeah, but there's also the formatting. Why use so many separate file? Why you not so many separate file? FMT, just TSLint, yeah. What key combo to open two files side by side? Just press V in the thing, but you could just do V-split too. Just do like command V-split. Lintier. Yeah, maybe, yeah. No, because it's got Prettier in there too. What name is picking the window plugin? I think you were talking about mvim tree. Brian O'Driscoll. When mvim tree is open, you can do V on the file. Yeah. What different of them? What do you mean, what different of them? One formats and one lints, if that's what you're talking about. Wait a second. When I did this, did I update in the other ones too? Oh, it's complaining. What the hell is it complaining about? Okay, we got setup there. Let's get out of here before it starts to annoy the hell out of me. mvim tree. Why does it do that? I don't think it's opening anything. All right, hold up. FT plugin. Yeah, we got setup there. Got setup here. Got setup there. Got setup here. Okay, so now the next thing to do would be to see if it works. So now what I would need to do is go into LV config and then say, all right, we got Prettier, whatever, and then we got TSS linter. We can set it equal to nil, or we can set it equal to eslint, like that. I might just do eslint. Is there any other linters that people use besides eslint that you would want to activate, or should I just do like .eslint active and then just true or false? And then I could probably, well, formatter could be either Prettier or eslint. So that's, because eslint's like a fixer, I guess they have. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, now let's go test this out. So I think I have EFM installed and all those kinds of things. So if we go to repos, blog, source, components, header.j, attempt to call field glob. Maybe it was the nil thing, maybe, or FN. It shouldn't do like API. So let's come back. That's gonna drive me nuts. That's gonna drive me nuts. Hold up. Oh, master. I don't know if there's any other thing that could fix that. We are looking for the TS format guy, and we changed it from API glob. Does FN still have glob? Let's just do this. Okay. Looks like EFM is active. emit.ls is active, EFM is active, and TS server is active. All right. So now, what's the test? One thing. Code name unknown. Code 0. Format for language ID not supported. Really? This used to be. We're going to have to take a look at that. This is a JavaScript React file, right? Yeah. What's that coming from? Is that coming from EFM maybe? Let's disable. Can we disable like one thing? Can you do like LSP stop EFM? 1, 6, or 7? Okay, it looks like there are options. Okay, this is 1, 6, 1, 1, 7, and 6. So we could stop EFM and with 7. So I could do LSP stop 7. What? Dude, that's driving me nuts with whatever that is. Let's, before we go and open that again, let's go into here. JavaScript React. And we're going to take this out. Okay. And now if I do save, Okay, what if I do format? There's no format. Interesting. TS server doesn't format? Okay. PR to find the lazy load config issue. Okay, I'll check that out. There are other linters, I think. It's best as is. All right. We can use the Boolean for now and switch it up in the future. Which is someone want linter? Yeah. Prettier should scream if you mess up the indentation of line size. Okay. For eslint, it would be code that is correct for TS server, but does not respect the rules of eslint. TS server. Yeah, and Prettier. And then eslint's a formatter and also a fixer. I know what they do, but what I'm wondering is why. Okay, like it knows it's trying to do it. So it's saying, all right, code name unknown, message, format for language ID not supported. Like, but why? I feel like I definitely had this working before. I wonder if it knows about this. I don't think so. Let's do. I feel like that should have done something when it started up. Here, okay. Why did here happen twice? So we have Prettier. Which means that we're using the one in node modules. Why is the language ID not supported? Also, we should get linting. I definitely have seen linting before happen. I've definitely got it working before. What is language ID? I have no idea. Can I like copy and paste this? Nope. I want to like grab that somehow. Oh, I was really hoping I was like going to be able to copy out of there. All right, let's do the same thing again, and then we'll just do this, and we'll do code name equals unknown, code equals 0, message equals format for language ID. Well, that doesn't matter. ID not supported. JavaScript React. I was really hoping to get something for that. Can you do that? That'd be cool. Try to print Prettier version. All right. But it should be from the Prettier that I'm using, which I'm obviously using the one in node modules. So if we go into wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. How did that thing... How did I get in here? Hey, what's all these errors? What node version am I on? 1 second. Yeah, I think I built this stuff with an older version. We do have Prettier and stuff in here, but obviously it's not installed right now. Let's do fnm ls remote. Let's grab fnm install 12. I think the last time I was using 12 when I did this. All right, what the hell's the issue? I'm not really sure what to do about that right now. Yeah, maybe I'll update the dependencies. I didn't really want to do that though. I'm always scared to update my NPM stuff. All right, let's give that some time. I haven't developed on this in a while. Okay. Messages PB copy. That sounds like a good idea, actually. I've never done that before, and if that works, I'll be very happy. I mean, I'm trying to see, like, how can I, like, make an error really fast? If I put, like, a line here, and then if I try and quit. And then we could do messages, and then PB copy. I don't think you can do this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Would have been cool though. Is there a Gridsome setup? Gridsome is the Vue.js version of Gatsby. I'll check it. I like Vue.js better than React, so. I would like to move over to Vue where I can, but I just don't. Did this thing fail again to even update stuff? Is that what this is? Oh, what a nightmare. All right, something about sharp. That's sharp? Okay, we got two sharps here. If I don't really want to get rid of that. I spelled my name wrong. what a pain in the ass. Does Node have anything to do with how things update? So if I do like fnm use 15 or something like that, and then if I do npm update, I'm not the genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. Forget about both. Go the glorious svelte road. This is the second person who's told me to do svelte. Virtual DOM and Flux was a mistake. Okay. Well, I don't know. Who's in charge of svelte, by the way, and why the hell should I use svelte? Svelte. Cybernetically enhanced web apps. No virtual DOM, truly reactive, write less code. I like write less code. Is it more minimal than Vue and React? Imagine typing out .svelte though. That sounds like it's a pain. Okay, I couldn't update again. I know it has something to do with Sharp, and I know that it's those things. So maybe if we just do, let me just rm the package. I just want to get something working, so I don't really care if something doesn't show up for now. Can I wonder how is this thing like deploying? What am I using out in the cloud right now for this? If I try different versions of Node, will it maybe work? Way more minimal. That's good. Yeah, I did undo my name change. I don't really want to fight with this right now, so let's try a different thing. This was kind of my best test though. Let's just do, okay, do we have Prettier? Yes. Okay. And then if I open up some JavaScript, so let's just do, I needed to open it somewhere where there's like a .git or, okay, we could just actually open it up in the repos inside of blog. But wait. So why are we getting in here, by the way? Said if this is here, then how is this thing printing true? Because that's obviously not there. Like it should have never printed that, right? To test, you could start a new quick project with npm init. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. I could just do, I forget, npm init, will it create the thing? All right, let's just make test anyway. Package name. What? I don't know. This will at least give me a package JSON so that I can test things. And then if I do, let's do thing.js or something like that. All right, let me try to put my JS hat on. Let's just do equals. Can't we just do, wow, I barely remember any JavaScript after writing so much JavaScript in my life. Now, all right, but the easiest thing to do would be like, okay, if we did this and try to format, same problem though. Same problem. Like why? TS server is not even started for this, which is odd. Probably because there's something missing in the root directory or something. What does it mean by that? Okay, hold up. I forgot an equals somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay. Even still. It still gives me that. Language ID not supported JavaScript. Maybe if I just search... maybe if I just search language ID not supported. This is Brave search, by the way. All right, fallback mixing. How do I enable automatic? Yeah. Okay, we have that, but that's not super helpful. Like none of these are what I expect. Language support ID, including that. Settings not specific. You know, a lot of COC stuff. Let's see. None of these feel like they're the error that I'm running into. I'll give that a shot. I'll try pushing it somewhere. Yeah, it's not anymore. That's why I had to do Brave. Whatever, but I had to do fallback mixing because I had to get something. Hey, Chris, I know using Astronauta, but did you end up moving the plugin config to plugins.lua? No, because then they get automatically sourced, and I don't want that. I just wanted to do the file type ones. Well, we got two issues here. We got the fact that my stupid blog won't build right now because I don't feel like debugging that. And then we got this problem. We got another problem where this stupid thing doesn't really check. It's like if I'm printing this, that means it made it into there. And it was like, oh yeah, that file exists, and it's like, no, it doesn't. So sure. And then let's see what else. What other kind of problems we have? That thing probably returns something, and then Lua sees it as like that's okay. It probably doesn't return true or false. Actually, can we print that? Print Vim. All right, hold up one sec. Let's see what this returns. That way we can know why Lua thought that was appropriate. Whoopsie daisy. All right, now we got this. So now if we come back to this. All right, and we'll do that. And if I do, well, it should just, what? How did they get there before then? Oh, I didn't turn it off, did I? No. What kind of like clown universe am I living in where things are different and then they're the same and then... All right, hold up. Blog. Open this. I should get messages. Well, okay, well, we'll try and do this then, and then I'll do message. I don't think that should have anything to do with it, though. How did it find it like 1 minute ago? Do I have another blog in here or something like that? Do I have other... I don't think I have any other projects like that right now. I do have other React projects I could probably test out, though, from back when I was doing a lot of React. Let's see. Because this is the last thing I kind of want working, because it seems like it's a really important thing to a lot of people. It's an important thing for me, too, if I ever get back into React and Vue development. Basic JSON structures. Don't care about this. Yeah. All right. I have some super simple ones I did from a very long time ago. This is just plain JavaScript, but that should be fine. So we'll clone this one down. There we go. All right, now, dude, I pull down Prettier with this package.json. We have, it seems, okay, we have these, we have eslint thing here. All right, let's npm I Prettier. Okay, now we have Prettier. So now if I go cd into node modules, cd into .bin, and then run Prettier, we have Prettier inside of there. So then, okay. Now if I open up source, components, no. Source, we'll just do app. Does that not have to go backwards? We'll do app.js, and then we'll do wait. It works here. Maybe it was the global one that was messing up, but this works. This works. Okay. Okay. So this is... So JavaScript. What the hell was wrong with the other one? That's got to be the Prettier. That's got to be the Prettier version that I have. If I do npm I flag g Prettier, changed one package. Okay, good. Then if I go back into repos and I go into, was it a test thing.js? What a piece of shit. This is in the Gatsby one. That's Gatsby. This is this. This is still this. Let's get rid of that, and then let's go back into the GitHub Finder, and then we'll do source app.js. Let's see. Hey, Chris, I know you're using Astronauta. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. You need to have a .prettier RC. Yeah, you do need to have that for... do I have the .prettier RC in there? I think... does it auto-generate one? I guess you don't need to have that. The thing I wanted to check, though, was in messages. Look at that. See? Yeah, see? That's there. It does it twice. Why in the hell does it do it twice? You know what? It's got to be because... Are we running this thing twice, like the TS server? No, because it wouldn't be that. It would have been the other thing. It would have been... I don't know why that's happening. But I'm not too worried about it. So let's go back into here. We are getting in here because it did exist. The other one did like existed for like a second and then it didn't. So it's like, what the hell? And then, so if that's the case, so can't we just say, okay, now that is the case. Now, so then can we prove though that that it falls back and doesn't do it in the other case? So if we get rid of Prettier, and then we do, and then if I blow away node modules, and then if I do npm I again, can we prove that we point to the global Prettier even if it's a piece of shit and doesn't work? Yes, we can. That does work. Okay. So for some reason the language ID thing doesn't work on the global. Does anyone have any freaking clue why that is? Yeah, you probably have Prettier installed globally. Yeah, I do. I want that. I want it to fall back on the global Prettier, right? Love how he codes fast. Do I code fast? I feel like that's just basic Vim movements. Does eslint work? Let's check eslint. So we know Prettier basically works now. We know that for sure. So now we're going to do npm I eslint. And I'm also going to copy // from blog. And didn't I have a thing? Okay, hold up a second. Okay. Where's the eslint? Okay. Copy .eslint / GitHub Finder. GitHub Finder, but I have to type it. All right, now we got eslint, so let's open up package.json. Oh, there we go. Eslint is here now, and now if we open up source app.js, look at that. We got eslint working. Now eslint always is in red, and it always uses the red stuff. I hate that. I want it to use a different thing, but eslint does it this way. I don't know exactly why that is. I think it's due to it picks up on it. I don't know why it uses the error one and not the warning one. I don't know who to bother about that either. But yeah, eslint definitely works. Now, if someone could figure out how to use error, like the warning or hints or something like that, or info would be good. So, well, some of them are error and semis, I guess, but well, here's another question. Why is this an extra semicolon? Maybe that's because of the thing that I said. Okay, well, here's another question too. When I format, it's not using the fixer. It's not using the fixer. So we would have to figure out a way to do the fixer with this. Let's see. I'm not really worried about the fixer. Does anyone use eslint fixers at all? Because when you just, I guess you would, because then you'd be like, all right, it would get rid of all this stuff. But you could just put something in your Prettier RC to like get rid of the semicolon, because if we look in, where is it? Here, I'm like, okay, where's semicolon? Error, can I do warn? Or warning? Oh no, it's warn. Yeah, so you could do a warning there, right? And then it's an extra one because you want none, I'm assuming, right? That's what I have in there. Semi, warn, never, and then you want like a whatever, you know what I mean? So we want the fixer though, right? The diagnostics handler for that? Do you have... Oh, I don't want to get too far into it. What I want to be able to do is when it's warning, can I make it use the warning diagnostics handler guy? At TypeScript eslint, no empty interface, warn, no explicit any error. I don't know enough about eslint to really parse this. Is this like a... This is a, like these are key values I would add into the JSON, I'm assuming, somewhere. Or are you going to make me look stupid with this? Hey, this didn't, I wanted to format this, but it didn't work. There we go. See, you're also a formatter if you try hard enough. All right, let's see if that makes me look stupid. It seems to do nothing. Is that the thing working? Yeah. In the rules array. Okay. Nope. It has something to do with how this thing reports the... I think it has something to do with like the highlight groups, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But I don't know how it would like choose a different highlight group depending on... Like ESLint always seems to make everything red and as an error. It'll still say warning and stuff like that, but I would rather it be orange. That would make me happier. I think we're good enough to push this now, though. I don't think we get really any errors with that. I have been noticing some really wacky stuff when like trying to like move around between things. I just want to make sure that that doesn't like continue to happen. Because I'm going to put this in stable so that people can use this. Oh, look at this, though. Definition for a rule, TypeScript, no explicit any was not found. Now, the other thing was going to be the fixer for that. Give me a second. So those use random rules. You can choose which rules you want according to the level of clean code you want. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, warning is fine. Warning, like, I can make it a warning, right? So, like, I can say in... Where is this thing? I can say in here to say, like, okay, this is considered a warning. Like a comma dangle, right, would be considered a warning. And then also you could do, like, you know, like all this stuff a warning. But what I mean, I wouldn't even consider anything reported from eslint as an error, really. I mean, you kind of could, I guess, but even still, I'd rather the error ones to be red. I'd rather the ones I mark with warn to be warnings. And then maybe if there's like a hint or something like that. I don't really know enough about it, but that would be nice. But you're right. It would only change the color. You would want it to be a real warning. I see what you're saying, because you're saying that, like, even like still like this thing over here would still read that thing. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. It's hard to understand where that happens. No extra semi warn in this. I did do warn in that. No. Like, well, I did warn for semi. What's no extra semi? No extra semi. Let's I can't comment here. No extra semi. Must have not been a thing, because I've noticed that this thing just does nothing if you put some nonsense in there that's not a thing. All right. Let me get this up there, though. I feel like that's probably good enough. I want to actually, not just yet, actually. One more thing. So the last thing would be eslint fixing. We have a format command here. Have all this shit. We have the linter here. Now, maybe Prettier is just running over this. So what we'll do is we will go to lvconfig. We'll look for format. Yeah. All right. Formatter Prettier. We'll turn that off. We have the linter active and we have auto format active. And then what we'll do is okay. We have that going now. Okay, it's still going to Prettier. How come it's still going to Prettier? Didn't I turn that off just like right now? Does it have like a default? TS server. No, formatter is nothing but a fault. That right there. What the hell is that? Because that cannot continue. Every single time I try to switch tabs, it'll give me like an error. Or not every time, but when that's becoming a problem. That's a pretty terrible bug. I'm not really happy with that at all. I think it also affects when I'm trying to like just swap into other things from other places. Anyway, so okay, it's nothing right now. Why is it defaulting to Prettier? Publish diagnostics. Yeah, I'll probably have to look into that. I know I kind of know what you're talking about, but I haven't done a deep dive into that yet. Yeah, that error is really making me angry, dude. I don't know what it is. It says it has something to do with LSP config. How the hell can LSP config be changing something in the buffer line? What does that have to do with that at all? So we have this format command here. It's defaulting to Prettier. It shouldn't. Okay, we passed this thing. Okay, wait. Yeah, no, that's fine. Because we pass JavaScript TS server args, And that only inserts Prettier if the format is Prettier, but it's not right now. The linter is here, so that should also be there. We know it is there, but why is Prettier there? Let's actually go into here and we'll just do a print, and we'll just say, why am I here? Right? And then we'll come down here, back to this guy, and then we'll do messages. Okay, we didn't go there. Not supported. Does TS server, is it an issue with TS server? We have okay. I'm wondering if it's even picking up the global Prettier right now, or if it's just using the built-in formatter, and how I could even really test that. Do you get messages from Snap if you use Packer Compile? Maybe it is Packer Compile. You know what? Maybe I need to blow away the Packer Compile guy. 1 second. All right, 1 second. Let's try that, because maybe that will be instructive. Plugin Packer. Oops. Yes. TS FMT lint, yeah. Oh, here's another way to check which one it's using. We could just do npm I flag g. Whoops, why did I do that? I flag g wait. I don't know if it's UI or whatever, but I'm just going to type it out. Uninstall flag g Prettier. Okay. So now if we do this and I try to format, this is not, I don't think it's Prettier doing this. I think it's the built-in server that has a problem. Now, but how come the formatter's not working? Because format commands should be getting passed. We have eslint. It's fix std out. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's, you know what? We can see example configurations here. So we could do this. Like that. And then we'll just do a quick search for eslint. He has like this whole thing here, like a YAML file. I have no idea how to use that. Eslint. Doesn't look like they have a fix thing here. Let's see if there's any issues about it. Eslint fix. All right, I think I'm just not gonna support fixers. I don't know how. Somebody can come in and support fixers later, and then someone also has to figure out the issue with TS server or not. What we could try is updating maybe lsp install TS server. That's not install. Wait, what am I doing? TypeScript? Is that what you install? What do I have active right now? Okay, it is inside of the TypeScript node modules TypeScript language server. So that's what they're, okay. Yeah, because it is only for TypeScript, I guess. I was expecting it to say TS server, but maybe it was because I had an old one. No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Well, we know Prettier works. We know eslint kind of works. We would like it to be orange and stuff, but whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this stuff. Last thing, though, really fast, I just want to see if I can get some of this behavior where I'm just like trying to open stuff up and then it's like it just breaks. If I come over here and then just like add some lines or something and then do like this or something, or come over here now and then open up another thing. I gotta figure out, and maybe the compile fixed it, who knows. Seems to not be complaining there. This here is fine. Do I have any prints left over? I do. Let's get rid of those. I don't know if this even works. We could check something really fast though. No, that'll be in bin. So we have eslint. Let's just grab this guy. Just paste it, see what happens. Yeah. I know that's not the right file name, but okay. So now if I then do standard in file name equals, could I just do like // source app.js? Nope. What about, I'll probably separate this dude, by the way, for the formatting. What about, maybe it has something to do with standard in being an issue. Like we could probably do it without all of this, like fix the standard out. Like if I just didn't have standard, because like that's not really that. It's not really that. So if we do this maybe. What's options for fixing actually? I think they had it up here. If we do eslint, then if I pipe the output for grep fix, automatically fix problems. Yeah, like the other thing doesn't even seem to be a thing. So if we just swap this out to fix, yeah, it seems like it's not picking that up still. What if we just did, because they just do standard in file path for Prettier, and then they do standard in file path for that. Now we could probably do fix and get rid of this maybe. Whoa. That's interesting that it just puts it all there. Okay, but it does do something though. So that's much closer. Why does this need an equals? Oh, shit. Damn it. All right, somebody tell me the thing. All right, hold on one second. For global fix on all JS files under source directory. Isn't it the equal sign? I think I tried getting rid of the equal sign and that didn't work. Where do I even have this? Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, it's right here. If we look at the way that this one is set up, we have this Unix standard in for the link command. Okay, so again, why don't we grab this again? It really doesn't like that one. So that one just got registered as it's not even a thing. What if we just, oh, that's like a file name. I don't know. Yeah. Completely unrelated. Is there any way to directly convert a VS Code thing to a tree sitter one? I'm seeing if there's any way for me to avoid manually porting Winter is Coming theme. Probably going to have to port it manually. It shouldn't be that hard, especially with things like Lush. LunarVim use eslint fixer. Ale might know. Ale probably knows. I always wanted to use Ale, but I never really got around to it. Neo NVim, let's just do Ale. Maybe it would be under like TypeScript or something. eslint git command. Let's just search the repo for eslint. Prettier eslint too. I guess I don't really have like a command. That sucks. Are we living in a simulation? I don't know, dude. What kind of question is that? What a pain in the ass. Well, the fixer, I got close. I did get close. Okay, so we kind of have to figure out why. Let me close this. You have to kind of figure out why it's fixing it and then putting it in there and not just like putting it back. So hold up, let me grab this, that new thing that I have, and then let me do, oh, hold up. I'll just keep it in there. Let me bring this back to how we use fix to standard out. Right? Maybe that was always a thing and we just need to get rid of this. No. What if we do that? Nope. Because fixer standard out isn't even a thing. Like we have fix dry run, and we specify the types of files to fixes apply to. So fix is the only thing I think that we can realistically do. Now, after we fix it, what if I just ran fix? It just freaking puts this in here. See. Man's watching too much Geo Hot. Though I don't fault you for that. Guy's a genius. Who's Geo Hot? For the sake of giving credit where credit is due, is there any threshold of difference between base LunarVim and a fork you'd like to see before someone changes the name of LunarVim to their own, or would a public fork be sufficient? I don't care. Just do whatever you got to do. I'm not really worried about it. I mean, if you're trying to, you know, like market it and all that kind of stuff, like I don't really care. Doesn't bother me any. I am trying to figure this stupid thing out, though. That's what I care about. Okay, so that fixes it. What the hell? What about this flag F? What does that do? Pain in the ass. Wow. Because we have that active. Okay. Fix. Can I do flat? Okay. What if I do? What is that option? Grab F. Use a specific output format. Is there a Unix one? Default stylish? the hell? Who? Found an article for configuring eslint to work with LunarVim LSP. Maybe try throwing it in the Discord. I wonder if someone in the Discord's been like, Chris, I have a link. It doesn't look like it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to disable that for now. I'm going to call it a win for the most part, and then we'll come back to that with it to do. And we're going to wait for somebody else to fix it probably. Let's just put this back the way that it was. I will... Yeah. I'll probably get rid of that because I don't think that that's super helpful. I will try just doing fix really fast just because this feels like it should work. But it doesn't. Something about this. Wait. That's because that comes from this. And that's just doing eslint on that. And then so then that is like this. And then if I did standard in here, like that. What if I did flag F Unix? And then what if I did what the hell did this do? Oh. No, I'm never going to win with that. Okay, whatever. We're getting rid of that for now. All right, GG. Let's see. Got this. And this is deleted, and this is the new thing. Commit message, eslint working. No fixes. Prettier working with node modules. All right, that's that. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make that, I don't know if I'm going to make that stable yet, but yeah, that's on master, so if anyone's interested. What's the reason I hate GNOME? Have I said I hated GNOME? I don't think I have. Found it, yeah, push it somewhere, I'll definitely check that. Yeah, definitely, if you could find a way to like get it, that'd be awesome, dude. Especially even just the other smaller things, like figuring out the regular formatting and then figuring out the global Prettier. And now that we have regular eslint, there's an issue with eslint. I'd like the warnings to be orange if possible, and the errors to be red. And then obviously I'd like eslint fixing as well. But I don't expect you obviously to do all that. I'm just saying that like those are the things that would make it, I think, perfect. It's a last threshold moving totally in LunarVim, yeah. So what's the reason I hate doing? I don't remember if I said that. I remember you said you didn't like it in a previous stream. I'm also looking into trying DDVM as my first window manager. You can give that a shot as your first window manager if you know C. It's probably not a bad idea, but if you don't know C, then I don't recommend it. I don't really think I hate GNOME. I think GNOME's not that bad. None of them are that bad, as long as it's not Windows for the most part. If I said I hated GNOME, then maybe I was just being like a person. Like sometimes I'm extremely sarcastic. All right, so I think we got the stuff that we wanted to do. This was like a 3-hour stream with me just fighting with that stupid thing. So that's all I'm doing. Hopefully this was someone will hopefully find something instructive from this video. All right, later.